The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Anthony Dorsett, Damontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
It is that time for the Players Lounge right here at the SWBC Podcast Studio at the Star in Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. We have Anthony Dorsett in the house, son of the legendary Hall of Famer Tony Dorsett, who's watching number 33.
Tuned in right now.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Trey Moore in the house. Aggie Hall of Famer and agricultural leadership degree.
There it is.
He is the Toledo Rocket, the Hall of Famer, former Cowboy Barry Church. I'm merely Newy Scruggs here to carry on the conversation.
Man, Mr. Emmy, multi-Emmy days, the gift that gab, the smile that does it, the Q dog that does the most. He better give us the inside source, Mr. Newy. Don't shortchange yourself, big dog.
Hey, what an intro.
I just came from the Kenny Clark press conference.
Yeah.
Clark.
Now get us, Newy.
So Kenny Clark is in the trade for Micah Parsons, 2 first-round picks from the Packers and defensive tackle Kenny Clark. He said right out of the gate, I'm excited to be here. Said,
I believe it.
I bet he is. America's team.
Said
Appleton.
Said he was shocked. Said his daughters were excited. His daughter's like, we going on vacation? No, we coming here for real. We coming ever.
Hey, real deal Holyfield, baby.
So
No faking.
said he's excited. He said Jerry Jones made him feel really good. He said this deal would not have gotten done without you. I know a lot of people think, well, they're going to get Roquan Smith. They're going to get defensive end pass rusher. But Jerry's like, nope, we needed a defensive tackle. He said at the press conference they needed to stop the run. So from the standpoint of Kenny Clark coming in here, this guy says, I'm excited. I'll play the 1 technique 3. Tell me wherever I need to be. He knows also Diggy Zua. He played with Diggy Zua's brother, UCLA. So they've got a working relationship. Had his first practice out here. Says he's learning Eberflus's scheme and see what he needs to do. Asked the question, what are you planning on 6 days from now? Can you play? He said, hey, I'm going to be ready, learn the playbook, do what I can. So I will say this. If you're a Cowboy fan, he's like, I'm not worried about trying to prove anything to anybody. I love football. I'm here to play football. I'm excited and I'm happy to be here. So you got that. So that was just the latest. He just spoke down here about 10 minutes ago, spoke for almost 15 and a half minutes here. So that's the Kenny Clark update there. We'll start with you, Dorsett. Jerry said at the press conference, we need to stop the run. So when you heard the press conference yesterday, give me your honest assessment of what was said by Jerry Stephen Jones, and are you buying where he says we need to make this trade because we got to stop it?
Honest.
It's the Players Lounge.
Dad, watch it, so you got to tell the truth.
No. My honest opinion was that it was a mistake initially. Okay, like you've letting a generational talent go out the door. And then to I understand what he's saying. We're gonna get these draft picks and we're gonna be better in the draft and we're gonna be better. We don't know that. We knew what Micah Parsons. We know what he is. They gonna see that. What is it? Week 5?
Week 4.
Week 4. When he should be like up and running by then for real, downhill, with an attitude and something to prove. So with that being said, it turned out to be one of those type of things where as I'm watching it and I'm listening to it, I was just like, thinking about it. I realized Jimmy Johnson, the best thing that ever happened to this place. And if that would have never happened, where would this organization be today, period? Okay? Without that man coming through here. Would we even be, would this even be going on right now, what we doing?
Who brought him in?
Jerry brought him.
Oh. He did do that. And a lot of people criticize Jerry for bringing him in.
Hey, but
get rid of time, huh?
Get him. Play devil's advocate that Newy.
No. I mean, he could play devil's advocate all day.
Yes.
He the one that told me about the blender. Made me think and sitting in here with y'all, really thinking like, yo, you played here, you've been covering it. Hold on.
27 years.
Y'all
I've been right.
Like I start feeling like, well, maybe they got a better read on Jerry than I do. I was wrong.
I was wrong. Michael,
you was wrong.
Like,
a
whole lot of
us.
lot of us sitting here wrong.
You know what I mean? And so, like, from the beginning of the situation for me, and if y'all remember, it felt like trade to me from beginning. It felt like trade to me. It didn't feel like he going through it. He got to go through it. Like, nah, it felt different. You know what I mean? And it is definitely something different. So with that being said, listening to the press conference, he had to say what he had to say. But unfortunately, he can't tell right now that the temperature in the room is changing or has changed. And at some point in time, you got this loyal fan base, but they're not going to keep being loyal to you if you keep doing them like this.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Come on, man.
This been 30 years, man. They still around, bro.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that.
They ain't going nowhere, bro.
I'm glad you said no. Like somebody gonna go somewhere.
He said that bending buck break. It happens.
To speak to that point here, and that's what I've said to people. They're gonna become the Cubs. Well, you have people with Cub fans, lovable losers.
Wow.
They're not going anywhere. That part of they're just not. And until I see this place empty, and in the time I've covered this team, I only saw apathy once, and that was the Campo years when they was out there doing a family 4-pack. It was 4 hot dogs and 4 Pepsis. Chris Beam, you remember that? The Campo year, 3 straight 5-11 seasons, man.
That was in Irving, right? They was in Irving back then.
Still out there. And then what did he do? He hired Bill Parcells. Jerry's biggest fear is apathy, Anthony. That's his biggest. They have not reached that yet. They've not reached it yet.
As long as you ain't reached it, you can't tell me nothing.
This is not going to be a 10-win season.
Oh.
Hey, Newy, what we get?
But
Pump the brakes on that one.
I'm still waiting to see them not show up and not be there on Thanksgiving Day. It hasn't happened yet.
Well, for me, and like honestly, I've been a fan of this team since I can remember.
Birth.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I told y'all a long time ago, I'm a fan of good football before anything. Yeah. And at some point in time, like these people who are interested in being somewhere to be somewhere, because it's like let's go to Jerry's World. We being somewhere right now. It's an event. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's an experience as well. Hey, it's gonna start to lose its luster. It is, and like y'all,
keep having the weekend show up. Ain't nothing losing their luster over there.
The weekend ain't playing no football.
Weekend ain't playing no football, but Denzel is selling stuff. Post Malone, you come in there to see the stars.
Game one,
it's gonna be back.
Game one on NBC, gonna be some record numbers.
It's that the Eagles coming in here.
When the Packers come here, September 28th on NBC.
Mike is gonna be back in here. He know how to sell tickets and he knows how to be controversial, but does he know how to win anymore?
I'm gonna tell you like this. You still got folk that's gonna sell tickets. Everybody loves their quarterback. Like I grew up here. I'm Dallas, born and raised, Oak Cliff, Texas. I've seen it until I got to the league. And hey, whoever signed my paycheck, that's who I was a fan of. But growing up, I was one of those guys that sat there. It's our year. Every year, it's our year. I got people in my family right now trying to ask me stuff. They like, hey man, it's like you're in there. I'm like, bro.
Don't none of y'all got the part of this team that I got.
No.
Don't none. So like you can sit up here and tell me all day about how you feel, your family, and everybody else.
I'm telling you right now, if you go over there in the hood, over there in Deep Ellum, you're gonna see all the jerseys still sitting there saying, "Oh, we doing this." I can't. And the only reason I'm chiming in on this because it really upsets me that like I said. I told y'all yesterday when we was talking about it, I said, I don't think he's going to be traded. But guess what? At the end of the day, money talk, BS walk. If the right number come in there, he going to be gone. And either ways it go, it's a win-win for them. If they get multiple first-round picks and stuff like that, I'm going to hold somebody up for ransom. But everybody, now you have the narrative of people talking about, well, I'm glad Michael's gone. Oh, man, he doesn't show up in the playoffs. Oh, man, he's being a prima donna. Now you hear all these negative things coming out, and it's like, brother, this guy was the talent that he was right there. So I say that is a testament that if we're not going to talk about a top pass rusher in this league and you're going to disrespect him and say, oh, it's done, the Cowboys fans are still there.
What you got, AD?
I'm just listening to what Trey's saying, and I understand where he's coming from. And I respect his point of view 100%. You know what I mean? But it just boils down to it is not what it is anymore. Oh, yeah. And unfortunately for the fan base out here, and for like let's keep it 100 for Shotty. Okay, now, seriously, I'm a first-year coach. I got an opportunity to have a player like Micah Parsons on my team to lead my defense. And it's a defense that we got some question marks on too as well. Yeah. And I know what he wants to do, and I know what he wants to bring to the table. Okay. Now, one thing they did do is they kind of helped themselves out by getting a D tackle who could help out Mozzie. Okay, that's been the situation and everything else like that. Who's
out or take over?
Well, you know what I'm saying. Okay,
I got you.
The situation. You know what I mean? But what we're structurally looking at, and like I said earlier, a generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and unfortunately, it turned into be something like, how is it that you don't? Here's my question as well. Something I was also thinking about driving in here. Like, can he honestly say that I don't want to deal with this agent and the league be okay with that? Is there not anything in the collective bargaining agreement that says like, okay, like you have to negotiate, right? Is there going to be some other layers to this onion that's gonna get peeled back?
No, you can't do that because there's been players that have negotiated their own deals and fired Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman.
But you have to let the league know you're doing that. But once you have an agent, the league knows that you have an agent. You have to do certified letters and all this other kind of stuff to say you're not being represented by such and such no more.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the agent did get involved. Got involved and got involved to get him to Green Bay, and they negotiated a great deal. I mean, to me, if I'm talking
about Jerry negotiating with that agent, and Jerry gonna have to see this man again. This is one of the top agents in the NFL. You think it ain't gonna be no more players that's gonna come through here?
Right, he's got Pickens. He's got Pickens. But he said in the press conference, I can do this. I mean,
exactly. He don't care.
I don't think the man has done it for far too long. He's gonna be fine. He ain't gonna change no rules. But for the player got what the player wanted. Was a record-setting contract here. His agent was allowed to go do it. So they ended up at some point in time kind of getting together. Fine, go find something to go. We want to talk to them. So they got a deal done.
Do you think they could have got more though?
Who? Parsons?
Yeah, the Cowboys.
The Cowboys?
Parsons definitely could have got more, but
I think so.
Like 2 first-round picks and that's no disrespect.
And that's the word I can. And should miss a couple seconds.
Yeah, sprinkle a third in there.
That's what I'm saying. If it was me, like you said, you have generational talent. I'm holding them up for ransom. Like, what? Okay, bet. I know you're going to give me these 2 firsts. These are automatic. Right. Let me see what these seconds and thirds is looking like. I need a couple of them. I mean, we talk about 2 seconds, then we good. We talking about, hey, give me a second and maybe 3 thirds or maybe.
Right.
Yeah, but then you got to ask the question, though, how bad did they want them out the building? If that's the case, like 2 firsts is cool, we good. And like
that's the story.
Which we don't know. We don't know.
Right. We don't know. We just speculating, but we all have played the game. You covered it for over 2+ decades.
It was Nico Harrison-ish. It's like the whole thing.
Like, throw something else on there.
Right. And it's like the Mavs do. Like, okay, you train Luke and
was
Jimmy Butler
some ranch dressing on there.
Right. Like, I mean, can I get a couple seconds and thirds? Like the Herschel Walker did. We're gonna do some swaps here. We'll get something else on here. That part of it left the fan base a little bit upset. So, Church, give me your take on it.
I'm just, y'all basically covered it all. But what I'm saying, when it comes to Shoddy, which is he's put in a very hard spot, in my opinion, because how can you go, week 1 of the regular season is going to start. Everybody's going to have that regular season team meeting, everybody getting together. How can you sit there in front of your team and be like, you know what? We put the best thing together. We got a shot. We're better than we were last year. How can you sit there and tell the players that they're going to look right through that and be like, man, y'all just traded away our best player? I don't know what's going on in that locker room. It could have been here or there, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to football, being on the football field, that man was a beast. Yeah. That man was a game changer. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Shoddy. It's going to be tough for Flus to go out there and be like, all right, we got this. We're going to scheme them up this way. Because in the back of those players' mind, they're going to be like, man, we had the guy. Right. We had the juice that come off the edge and change games. You no longer have that. And I was just flabbergasted overall. Because I go back to what you said. You've been saying it for years, man. No one in their prime, a weapon offensively or defensively, Jerry, let's walk out the building. And this has gone back, since I started watching the Cowboys in 95. Like, Dak, Romo, Dez, all those cats stayed.
Which tells you how bad things got.
It had to be.
Scenes.
It had to be.
And I talked to someone today, we're out of practice, who says there's a lot that they didn't say.
Yeah, 100%.
Press conference. Mm-hmm. Which and I'll flip this to the other side too, and you guys know this as well. There's a lot whenever Micah talked today that he may not put out there too. Mm-hmm. But it's very clear
burn bridges.
Behind the scenes, this thing got personal and it got bad. That they just said for Jerry to do something that I hadn't seen in the 27 years I covered the team. Go on. Go and take your happy self and go.
And this dude ain't even get to the prime yet.
And you're talking about generational. This is what you don't do in the league. You don't get rid of a quarterback who performs at a high level. You don't get rid of a pass rusher. You don't get rid of a left tackle. Nope. Jerry won his first Super Bowl by making a trade for Charles Haley with the San Francisco 49ers and got himself a defensive pass rusher who helped them win Super Bowl 27 and won 3 Super Bowls here after winning 2 of them for San Francisco. Charles, first guy with 5 Super Bowl rings. That's what you can do. The Packers seemingly have done that to help themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So when you see something that makes you shake your head, you've traded a generational pass rusher, and when you go into the draft, I don't care what they tell you, with these picks, you're going to look for another dude like this. You probably will not find them. That's the part that makes you shake your head. Yeah. But I'm just telling you, there's things that we don't know right now that maybe over time we start to hear, like the Luka Doncic trade, when you say, okay, what else was happening around here? But there's stuff behind the scenes. There's things that they're not saying because for this to get here, there's some stuff that was going on that was bad. Let's take our break. Jerry Jones says he doesn't expect any issues in the locker room over this trade. Said it was unanimity amongst people he asked in terms of players and coaches. Do we believe it?
Like I said, you can't tell when the temperature in the room didn't change.
Let's talk about that next on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
To the Players Lounge.
Are you a Cowboy super fan? The search is on for 2025 Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan. Yes, the Captain Morgan. Now through September 29th, nominate an extraordinary NFL fan. Dynamic duo, game changers who rep the Cowboys with pride, turn every game day into an unforgettable adventure. You can be sent to the Super Bowl 60. Enter to win at NFL.com/Fan of the Year today. Not yesterday, but today.
Here we go.
Such enthusiasm, sir.
Man, you got. Hey, if you ain't seen, anybody can go. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that I love my job. I'm excited.
Anybody
I'm gonna
can
do
go.
it.
Anybody.
Thumbs
can go.
up.
Yo, wow.
BOGO sale.
Thank you, Trey Moore. We appreciate it. Anthony Dorsett is here. Got Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. Welcome to the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. The day after Micah Parsons was sent to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and defensive lineman Kenny Clark. Talked about in the first segment. Clark says he's excited to be here, and that Jerry Jones let him know the trade does not happen without him. He wanted – look.
I'm the big dog.
If you're Mozzie Smith, they didn't told you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thank you. They told you.
It's curtains.
What they say? It's in the sky.
And then Kenny said something that he said, I love football. This is an indictment upon Mozzie Smith, okay? It's also an indictment upon the Cowboys as an organization. When Jerry says, well, we need to stop the run. We haven't stopped the run in years. I'm sorry, you use your top 3 picks this year on a offensive guard, a pass rusher, and a hurt cornerback. And the year before that, you use your top 3 picks, and none of them were guys who could stop the run. And so it was 3 years before when you picked Mozzie Smith in the first round, and you saw he couldn't do it. You didn't use any money in free agency. It's like, we spent this Players Lounge show, guys, before you two got on here. In church, can't stop the run.
All day.
Vic Fangio, when he was at the Denver Broncos, came up here and whooped up on the Cowboys. Hey, man, I gave you the blueprint. And so how is it?
Williams.
We're a week away from the first game, and the owner, we got a problem stopping the run. That's your job. Yeah, that's your job to figure it out. We've seen it, and you haven't addressed it. That part to me was a little disappointing, and Kenny Clark can help. Yeah. But this ain't Joe Green. This ain't Warren Sapp coming. This is not Aaron Donald. Nope. He's better than Mozzie. But what's that really saying? Yeah. You're not on Spirit Airlines. You're on American. So, you're a little better, but hey.
and then on top of that, isn't he coming off a broken toe?
You and your facts, but yes.
Sorry. Hey, I want to be.
No, he said he's fine. But
I know, but I just want to be.
No. You're right. You're right. But that's that part of it. It's just like okay.
Goes back to, did they get enough?
And that's why I said, did you really get enough? But once again, this is why you come to the Players Lounge. You can read the stuff that's not being said without being said. You got a guy that is a perennial Pro Bowler. Yeah, he's a beast. Yes, when he's healthy. But last year, he's coming off a major injury like that, and you only got 2 first round for a generational talent that's healthy right now.
So when Jerry spoke about what they were looking for, teams that had cap space so they could pay Micah, and teams that had defensive tackles, let's say you do in the offseason, before the draft and free agency, now people you're going to have a lot more suitors and a lot more opportunity to do some stuff. There were people in the building who wanted Parsons gone last year. This much we know. It has been reported, talked about. So he could have possibly gotten a better deal, but they wanted to try to keep the player. Yeah. He thought he had a deal with the player. That's what Jerry said. Didn't work out. So when you say should have gotten more, it's all about the situation you're in. You limited yourself from what they're saying. Just listen to him. He limited himself. Wasn't a whole lot of options. They weren't that good. And, so Jerry did say, when asked the question, worry about what the locker room was going to say, and the coach involved, he basically came out and said, man, nobody said nothing. Everybody was all on board. And of course everybody said, do it. And your first thought is, okay, so Shotty was good with it. Dak was good with it.
Eberflus.
Everybody's good with
when
Jerry said, like, okay, that's how I took it. Everybody like, go on, do what you got to do. That's how I took it. Am I wrong?
No, that's how it seems.
I mean, it seems that way, but like you said, there's always. My dad used to always say, "There's 3 sides to the story: yours, mine's the truth. What do we do to get here?" And I don't care who's right or who's wrong, but the stars is there. If all the thumbs is up, now the question of the day is: are the thumbs up because on the field, or the thumbs up off the field? That's what you got to ask yourself. Because when you sit there, like you said, if we're talking about strictly on the field, like, to get rid of somebody that good, it's like, it's wild. It's wild. And so right now, just where they're sitting, yes, the Cowboys do have leverage. They do got 2 first-round picks. But if we're talking about right now for who won this trade, Green Bay won this trade. They have somebody that's plug-in ready to go do this versus you talking about a guy that fixes the run. But after you fix the run, how do you get to the ball? Pass rusher. Like, after you get to that, with these 2 first-round picks, like, if I told you I like playing spades, right? this is, in my eyes of looking at this is like having the jack of spades. Like, it's a good spade, and if you play it the right way, you can definitely make some stuff happen. But we all know that good spade players, that ain't it. You got a book, possibly, and you got 2 weak possibles that you don't even know about, which statistically right now in the past 3 years, you haven't hit on those guys. So,
Dorsett. He said everybody was down for it. Good.
When the boss come through and boss come through and he tell you what he about to do, some people just gonna be like, "Yes, sir, boss. Moti, sir, shoe shine with the E's, huh?" You know, and unfortunately, I mean, who gonna throw shade at him? What they gonna say? What he gonna do if you do throw shade anyway?
Yeah, he gonna do it regardless.
Is he gonna hear it?
Nothing's bigger than the shield.
Right. So, with that being said, of course he gonna hear what he wants to hear.
So let me ask this question. Can this turn into a good thing for them?
It can.
How does it turn into a good thing?
It can if you draft the Zach Martin. Well, really.
You talking about for this year?
Oh, for this year?
I know. I just mean in general. Moving forward.
What they say. And this is, if you're shoddy, this is where you look at yourself and you say, hey, man, the way that I see this, it can be two things. You can say, hey, he's getting thrown into the blender and it's right there. Or you can say, hey, if whatever is going on, this and that, we got 2 first-round picks for you. We know we don't expect you. Like, if I'm shoddy, I'm low-key looking at it like, oh, so you're giving me a chance to build this year. Like, if we do good this year, good. But nobody expects us to do good because we lost our best player with all this info. But you have 2 first-round picks that we're going to let you get the foundation of your team. You bring in your guys that you want here. So right now, initially, no, it's not good. But long-term, it has the potential.
I don't think the Shotty gonna get to bring in his guys. I think it's always gonna be who they want. It ain't never been who the. Seems like to me, like what Parcells said years ago. If you buy, what was it? If they want you to cook the meal, at least let you shop for the groceries. Now, I'm gonna make sure you understand that whole Bill Parcells comment. And I always tell people, man, that's one of the most comments I've ever heard from a guy because what he said was absolutely wrong. He was mad at Bobby Greer. Bill Parcells wanted to draft defensive tackle Cedric Jones out of Oklahoma. He didn't do it. The Giants took him. Bill was mad. Who did Bobby Greer draft? Wide receiver Terry Glenn. They went to the doggone Super Bowl with Terry Glenn. Bill Parcells traded for Terry Glenn to come here. He got mad about something he was wrong about all day long. And people, Bill, you were wrong. He turned out to be wrong.
Bill turned out to be wrong, but at the same time, Bobby Greer was a very capable executive, and he made the right decision. Bill was just mad because you didn't do what he wanted. I watched Bill do that stuff here. Hey, I want Al Johnson as my center. And they were like, okay, Al Johnson never did anything for the Cowboys because they had Andre Gerard. He did not want them to draft DeMarcus Ware. He wanted Sean Merriman. And they like, you can't draft Sean Merriman. Then he said, well, give me Marcus Spears. They said, nah, man, wait. We can get Spears later on. Bill Parcells didn't want them to draft Terrence Newman. He got mad about that. So there's a whole lot of let Bill shop. You know who Bill shop for? Bobby Carpenter.
Ooh. Listen.
Oh wow! Why you doing like that?
Point taken.
Drop the facts.
That was his last
point
draft.
Taken, but the thing was, will he get to bring in the guys that he wants? So Bill didn't get to bring in nobody he wanted. You still said they took everybody else around him, the people that he asked for, regardless if they wouldn't have been the right pick.
You know what you sign up for when you come here?
Regardless,
you know exactly.
You know what you're getting. You come in.
And on top
you know you ain't. You know what? You can talk to them.
coach.
You can talk to them. You can tell them what you like, and they will listen. Okay, they will. I mean, that's how Tristan Hill got here.
The enforcer.
Okay? That's how Taco Charlton got here instead of T.J. Watt. They will
facts.
Listen to coaches.
Hey, that's facts.
Okay, so that.
Oh.
So yes. Oh yeah. Yes.
We're gonna talk about that.
Rod Marinelli said that T.J. Watt didn't fit the scheme.
Taco did.
And Taco did. Rod Marinelli wanted Tristan Hill.
The enforcer.
Instead of Thornton, the safety who went to Kansas City, helped win the Super Bowl. So it's not like coaches are sitting around here like these hostages.
No.
So he'll talk to them. They will have some input from time to time. Wow. All right. So it is, but ultimately, Shotty, you came here. This is how you got the job. This is what it is. But when it comes to drafting guys, for the most part, when Will McClay here, they're hitting on it.
I was about to say,
especially first rounders.
Big dog Will. Will go get it.
They hit on that.
That's why I said it could be this is one of those things that you're gonna have to weigh. This is like your 401k. You put it in there and you're like, it don't look like that. But when you come back, it turns out to be something. If they hit with those first two, those picks, and Kenny comes in here, long-term effect, they won. But right now, you need that production.
I got 4. Think about it. It's 4 first-round picks in 2 years.
Yeah.
With the way they've drafted 4 first-round picks in 2 years.
Oh yeah, you can go hold.
I'm not saying they're going to be better than Parsons, but with 4 first-round picks in 2 years and their track record of what they've had the last decade, I would say you'll see at least half of those guys should make the Pro Bowl because they have been on that type of projection.
Where's that going to go, though?
But if they make
will it be like late? Is it depending on how good Green Bay is?
This is how I see it.
Uh-oh.
You should be drafted in the top 5, top 10, and then at the end.
It's a double dip.
Look at it.
It's a double dipper.
4 ain't having it.
I'm sorry.
4 ain't having it.
There's not.
He ain't having it.
There's not going to be
4 ain't having it.
This is not going to be a 10
4
win.
ain't having it, bro.
This is not going to be a 10-win team according to some people, right?
4 ain't having it.
Having what?
He ain't gonna let him take it to the top 5. 4 ain't gonna let him pick in the top 5.
We're going to take a break.
4 ain't gonna let him.
We're going to take a break right now.
What appetizer
we'll take a break right now.
You're
So when you come back, Barry Church going to explain.
You ain't gonna let him.
He going to explain.
Let him, bro.
I just changed my pick today in the Dallas
Number 4 going to will him too. So they still getting 10 wins?
I'm still 10 hoes down. As long as 4 is there.
Church might explain this. We'll take a break. Church going to explain 10 wins next right here on the Players
It's going to be
Lounge.
tough.
Brought to you
It's going to be real tough.
Aristocrat game. Take
I
a
went
break.
from 60,
Take the break.
70%
Shut up.
to
Take a
about
break.
15. But we got
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator Smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1. Any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12. No crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31. Anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Game. We got Anthony Dorsett. We got Trey Moore. Got Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. All right, Barry Church, before the trade, said 10 wins for the Cowboys.
And you still standing on it.
I'm still standing on it, bro. It's a slim chance.
You know
I'm
that
not as confident. Like, my chest ain't, 10 mother. But I'm still thinking they got the 10-win chance, bro. I'm still believing.
You know that Kermit the Frog.
Why don't you tell him what you said to me yesterday?
You talking about the
Call.
And your private
Oh yeah. No, I hit up
private
Newy
call.
like, man, hey, can we go to Applebee's? And
Wow.
I did it with
Hold on.
that.
So you call and play with him, but you didn't play with me?
Nah,
in the pockets.
I don't even know if I got your number. But anyway, hey, so we.
Hey, I'm about to leak your stuff. Hold on.
That boy big league.
No.
We in the group chat. He
locked in. He know he locked in.
Hey, let me put his number out.
He locked in, bro. Nah, he locked in. He
Oh,
locked in. But I just
Who this?
nah, he know my dog.
Hey,
He locked in.
hey,
He locked in.
new phone, my bad.
He locked in. He locked in. At the D board, he locked in. But nah, man, if you got a top 10 quarterback in this league, I feel like you always got a chance. And that's what I feel like Dak Prescott is. When he's healthy and when his team is behind him, he's produced nothing but winning records. Now, when he's injured and when he goes down, that's a whole other story. But when he's healthy, and this is before Parsons was here, this is before they had one of these generational talent players, he led this team. All right, he led this team. He has explosive weapons on the outside. This offense, in my opinion, there's only 2 question marks. Them 2 tackles.
They're big.
They are big.
Marks.
They are
There's
big.
3.
They are
Your
big.
tackles and your rookie guard. That's 3 dudes.
I'm not too concerned about the guard, man. I ain't too concerned about
he's
the
a
guard.
rookie.
Because you got cats beside you. I ain't too concerned about the guard.
Well, one
all
of them's a tackle you ain't got no belief in.
That's the 2 I'm talking about. Them 2 tackles.
But I'm just saying, you said you got somebody
Did you
beside
play
you.
offense?
I just
or did
seen
you
that
play-
young boy, that young guard in there just a little bit ago. You know what I'm saying? Like right before we came in.
Would you?
Hey, I had a
bull
chance.
rush him right now.
I
I can take my chances on him, right?
I don't think so.
I
Who
had a chance to talk to him, and I had a chance to also look him in his eyes. You know what I mean? And some of the things that I said to him was just from a fan's perspective of being outside the star, looking at the star. And I just said, you know, like some things that I would like to see him try to accomplish while he's here. And, hey, I did not. You know when you can look at a dude sometimes.
Yeah. You see, he got that.
You see
killer
the
in him.
demeanor.
I see
I'm
it.
not too worried about that guard. Now, the tackles position, that's
Hold on. So
that's tough. That's going to be tough.
Hold
That's
on.
going to be tough to overcome.
Do not disrespect the other defensive players like that. I can't believe you call yourself a defensive player.
What other defensive player?
You said Dak won this team before Michael was here.
He did.
Before Michael was here. You forgot who was there. Tank Lawrence, he ain't Micah, but you had Tank within himself. You had Sean Lee that was there. You had he's had defensive players that were here that changed the game, that helped him on that other side. Don't just sit here and was like, oh, it's all Dak.
Are we calling
It's a
Tank
quarterback
Lawrence
league.
generational?
It's a
Are we
quarterback.
saying Tank Lawrence is generational?
We didn't say.
Are we saying Sean Lee is
but
generational?
He's a superstar at that point in time. He was a superstar in this league.
Who was?
Who?
Tank Lawrence. So how did he get paid? He wasn't considered a superstar in this league.
We talked about.
He wasn't a game changer.
A game?
Did he make All Pro?
I didn't say he was Michael Parsons.
You
I
said
just
said superstars
Did
are
you
all
see
pro.
how Newy rolled his eyes at
The
him?
way you get
You
the
said
money.
superstars are all pro, bro.
Superstar.
You
no.
said superstar.
This is what
You got a star, you got superstar, you got pros, then you got all
man,
pros,
you said
then you got all mad.
Now we moving the
Hold
goalposts,
on, no.
man.
Hold
Now
on,
we
hold
moving the
on.
goalposts, bro.
When you turn on Madden, what does it say? You want to play
Madden?
superstar? Do you want to play on all pro? Do you want to play on all Madden? It's a game level. Get out of here, but it's cool though. But I get what you were trying to say.
Superstar, he made all pro.
All right, well, you know
This
what?
is a quarterback
Hey,
league.
Okay, so
this is a quarterback league.
so you're saying Ford is that superstar that's going to take them there?
I believe he can. He has the ability to.
No.
He's proven it when he's
I didn't
healthy.
say
He
I
has
didn't
the
say
ability
the
to.
ability. That's different.
I think
Stop
he's gonna get him to
trying
10 wins. I'm not.
There you go. That's what I wanted. I want you.
That's
to
what
say
I've been saying.
No, you said he has the ability. That leaves a small window to say I said he has the ability. He didn't
he's
rise.
got his
to it.
Nick and Sam's bet with me. He's
Nah,
got
he got his
that's
Nick
the-
and Sam with us.
So how about
Having
sit
that.
there and
It's
say-
us. I pulled
When
up
have
the
I
tape.
sit here and said I'm off of 10 wins? When have I said that?
You've been
Not
trying to
one
weasel.
time.
Obviously, you got side door conversations with somebody on the other half of the bet, and you didn't make it with me.
When did I sit here and say
I don't know.
10 wins is not on the case?
Did he say not 10 wins? Did he try to cop a plea? We wasn't a part of that conversation. Just like we wasn't a part of the Jerry and Micah Parsons conversation, we wasn't a part of that. So did you say that? I
No,
didn't know you
the
asked
whole
that.
time it's been
When
10
hey,
wins.
Hey, hold on. When we was on the phone, since he don't have my number, right? And I'm not sensitive, guys. I love this guy. This is how we do in the locker room players lounge. But when all three of us was on the phone and we were talking about they could have got more, what did he say? Man. Yeah, that 10 wins for sure ain't happening. It ain't happening. I said, let me call Newy right now. Because I text Newy, even though Newy big dogged me, he didn't respond. But Barry came to save him because, they got their inner circle. And he was like, oh, Newy's on NBC right now. That's why he's not responding. But he said that. So you asked me when did it happen.
So
got
when
my
I came
facts.
here and
I
said-
got my facts.
I'm not saying it's with my chest. I'm saying it's a slim chance, but they still got a chance.
I'm telling you, yes, yesterday on the phone. Off the record, you said, I don't know.
See Dorsett.
That's exactly. Oh man.
This is why I'm telling you, the fans ain't going nowhere. Look at this man. This man on that hope.
Guys like that.
This man that's shooting up hope.
Guys like
So what you say? When a man got to have a code, right? Is that what we say? A man got to have a. So if I put down on the bet, if I put down on the bet, I'm not gonna sit here and renege on the bet.
You just reneged on me. I just said you ain't gonna get me. Oh, I ain't worried about him.
Hey, look, it's fine.
What? What are you talking about, bro?
You said I wasn't a part of the bet. Didn't he wave me off like that?
When? What?
Did I make that up?
What are you talking about,
I'm sorry.
bro?
I'm discombobulated.
What is this man talking about, bro?
We going to get the Sands and you did that.
When did that happen?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now you don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't nobody know what you talking about, bro.
That's Kappa Alpha Psi for you right there, bro. That's
I'm sensitive.
Noop.
I'm sensitive.
Oh, Noop logic. Just trying to figure it all out.
Sorry, it's a lot of.
Bottom line, Trey. Here's the bottom line. You're going to get your free meal. I'm going to get my free meal.
We'll see.
Okay, we're all going to eat off Berry Church. Let's just know that. Know this.
I'm drinking too.
We'll see, man.
I'm drinking too.
You might want to stop. Might not want to do that. So, in trying to find a silver lining for Cowboy fans, this is just my thought. Okay, totally wrong, but I was here when Steve Nash signed with the Phoenix Suns. Dirk's best friend, all-star player. They 5 years, $65 million marks. I ain't matching it. Not doing it. Nash not only leaves here, the next year proceeds to win the MVP and put the Mavericks out of the playoffs.
That hurt.
Then he goes the next season and wins the MVP again.
He stole that one.
He did.
Stole that one.
He did steal it from Shaq. Shaquille will tell you all the time.
He stole that one.
You know what? I should not have got that.
He stole that
Hey,
MVP.
man, let
But
Nash
he got
get
it.
it. He deserves
But he got it.
He deserves it for the way they let him go.
But that second MVP, the Mavericks ended up going to the NBA Finals in 2006. They won the Western Conference.
Shout out to Dirk.
Dirk and then Jason Terry, who became the point guard.
The Jet.
Okay.
5 years later, end up winning an NBA championship. The Suns under Steve Nash never went and played in the NBA Finals. So while the Suns got a lot of great traction, he won 2 MVPs. The Mavericks ultimately were able to get themselves to the promised land twice and win a championship. Dirk Nowitzki also was forced to become the leader of the team because Michael Finley was gone, Steve Nash was gone, the 2 guys who were there before him who helped lead the way. So I say, could there be that type of silver lining of, all right, man, the rest of you dudes, we're counting on you. Sam Williams, Donovan Ezaraku, Dante Fowler, offensive line, everybody else, get better. Get better. That's all I'm asking, throwing it out.
And it could happen.
I think it could. I think pressure bust pipes and make diamonds. You don't realize with him walking out the door, it's going to be a lot of opportunity. You might have a Bash Bro type of combination where you got Odiggy Azul in there and Kenny in there to where now you got the young bull that's going to make his own name within his own respect. You got Dante Fowler that was a 10-plus sack. He was a 10-sack guy last year. So you can make your young guy build a new superstar, had the old guy come in there. It really could gel together. And then also this really not only gives the defense opportunities, this actually gives the opportunity to this offense to become everything that we think they're going to be. The Twin Towers with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens over there. If we do know, I know I joke and I'm harsh, but we all know that Dak is a top 10 quarterback. But like you said, with him being healthy and him being the leader that he is, he might be able to galvanize these troops and say, hey, man, I know we lost this guy, but we going to do this right here. And you built that. And we all know once you get that snowball effect in the league, you're unstoppable.
Momentum's real.
It could be.
One thing that you just hit on is very true is what the men can come about doing inside that locker room when they come together. Yeah. And so with that being said, they recognize what's left the room.
Yep.
They understand that too as well. You know what I mean? And I'm sure it's going to be some accountability amongst themselves too to try to make sure that if we got to swing it somewhere, we swing it in the direction that we could also try to compensate for what we lost. And I have seen that in locker rooms before. So with that being said, and being optimistic with that, that's what you hope for. But that still has to come to fruition.
It does.
All right. Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach, said that he was confident that he would be back, meaning Micah Parsons. He thought it was going to happen. Shoddy just saying that right now. So, look, this is going to be an ongoing story as the Cowboys get ready to face the Philadelphia Eagles in less than a week to open the season.
What you always say, gotta let it play out.
We do have to let it play out.
There you go.
Gotta let it play out. Gotta let it play out. This was fun on a Friday. Dorsett, Moore, Church.
Yep.
I'm Scruggs. Thanks to Chris Beam, Josh, and everybody's a part of it here. This Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!